welcome to Rich's Workshop. Today's program is funded by Sears, Orchard Supply, Delta, Post Tool, and several other tool places, but actually I fund them, they don't fund us. Okay? In the next 30 minutes, we're going to make a headboard. We're going to take this piece of wood right here and carefully cut it into much smaller pieces that will eventually, and hopefully, be a headboard. This is the part of the show we normally talk about shop safety, glasses or whatever, but something a little more important to me. Safety is good, but what's important to me is, come on, I'll show you.
Always know how to use and handle your cleaning equipment, from your brooms and industrial vac to shop vac, and for the smaller jobs, these very important little brooms. And then always remember, that's where it goes.
Now don't get me wrong, these are very important because sometimes the vacuum or the broom will pick up a piece of sawdust getting right in your eye. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we took that big piece of wood, we made it into all these little pieces of wood to make the headboard. We also made a big box of sawdust. But let me show you how to use this thing here. This is the broom. Hold on. See this pile of sawdust down here? This got to be cleaned up. And then, as of course, you take the garbage. I've already used this little handheld here, so.
Okay, on our next show, we'll take a crack at using this little puppy here.
Okay, we spent the last 5 minutes turning these posts, and you know what that means, don't you? That's right, it's time to clean up. But today we're going to do something real special. We're not going to use this. We got this puppy. Sure sucks, doesn't it?
Well, when you put everything we got together so far, it looks something like this. You'll see that our detailed plans, which we're offering to our viewers, has now doubled to 2 pages. So let's get on to the next step. Okay, as the top of the headboard starts to take shape, you see we use 25 clamps to hold it in place. Just the right amount. And over here we've completed our joint that connects the long piece to the 2 legs. It's starting to take shape. Well, trying something new. This is a teapot putting steam up inside that piece of PVC, and there's a piece of wood in there. We're going to try to steam it so that it can be a little more pliable onto that frame. Who knows what we're doing? We're having fun. Portions of Rich's Workshop are brought to you by Jiffy Lube, Speedy Oil Change, and the Oil Changers, who like to remind you, change your oil daily for a smooth running car. Okay, the piece that we steamed we clamped on there with almost every clamp we own, and then we got started working on the spindles. I think there's about 8 or 9 of them.
You know, for years shows like ours was
were funded by donations from our generous viewers, but over the years they did start to take on advertisers like Eureka Vacuums and Jiffy Lube and those types of things. The demographics showed that more and more women were getting into liking to watch these kind of shows, so Craftsman decided to come out with a complete line of feminine products, and they'd like me to show you them today. They got their tampon, they got their pads. These are for the big construction women now, and they've got the handy carry pack. So when you start picking these up at your lumber yard soon. Now back to our show. We're going to start to make another dozen of these guys here. Okay, we spent the last 12 minutes making all these pieces. We got one top made out of 4 pieces of wood. Bunch of holes in it. 2 of these posts. Got 6 little plugs to fill those holes made out of the same wood. Get our 2 caps for the top of the post. 12 of these legs. Slats, or whatever you call them. 4 corner pieces to make these a little taller. Hello, hello, hello.
Over here we're working on the 2 top pieces for either of the posts. Okay, now next we're going to take these pieces. Okay, we took some of these pieces over to our paint shop and painted them so we don't have any problems with the glue affecting how the stain sticks on the wood. Now we're going to take those pieces there along with these pieces here and put the whole thing together.
We better refer to our plans. Between the last shot and this shot, we spent about 14 hours trying to make this top fit on the bottom. And with a couple helpful tools, we took care of that. Now we'll work on the little guys on the side. There you have it, a headboard. Well, that's it for this episode of Rich's Workshop. I want to show you one more feature though. You'll note that the handcuffs clearly fit around the post, so we accomplished what we set out to do here. Okay, I know I promised you a detailed set of instructions, and suppose I give you the phone number, 1-800-SAWDUST. Give it a call, we'll send you the plans. On our next show, we're going to make a coffee table, 2 end tables, and a complete porch set. And we're going to make it all out of this one piece of wood, so you better tune in and see that. But right now, I'm gonna clean up the workshop.